Hello guys, welcome to W's of a Life. So here today I'm there to talk about two things. One is Mathews question what he has actually posted. So his first question what Mathews asked is expecting on yourselves, on oneself. So is it right or wrong? How can we expect on ourselves? Something which is a question he asked. So expectations on oneself is not wrong, but what is the expectations, or do you really think you have to compare with the reality? So whether this expectations is something which will be able to do it, or is their expectations correct? So that's something which you have to really think about. Whether it is going to be expectations from others or expectations on yourselves, you have to really think whether this will work or not. But one good thing in expecting on ourselves is that you don't hurt others. Okay. So this also you might get hurt yourself. So expectations, if you have, always have an objective to it. One. Second is you always don't have a long-term expectations. Have a short-term expectations and check out how it works, and then go for a next short-term expectations. Like that you have to really work on. Or it might be goal setting. Goal setting you can have for a long term, but expectations don't have as a long term, because suppose if it didn't happen, you might lose your confidence, you might get depressed. A lot of things happens when you expect and then it didn't happen. So like that, don't you expect, you can have expectations on yourself, but don't over expect. That's my simple thing, a simple answer. And always have an objective to it. But when you are setting a goal, don't take it as an expectations. It's a goal setting. You have to work for that. You have to believe yourselves, and then you have to achieve the goal. But expectations is not about believing yourselves. It is about what you are trying to expect from yourselves. Maybe it might not happen, or it might happen. So be very clear. Don't expect more from yourself. Just think about the reality and do it. Okay, so that's the first question. So coming to Mathews' second question, a 16 to 18 year young adult, as per Mathew, what should be his expectation? Okay, so young 16 to 18 years is very critical age, where they have to decide their own selves in terms of what is the plan for the next future. So that age is very critical. So expecting on himself, I think I've already answered in this first question. But being in this age, expectation settings or the goal settings, you have to very clearly define it. Whether you are having an expectation settings or you are having a goal settings. So there are two things. There's actually two things. Okay, so please plan it accordingly. If it's a goal settings, please have a very clear graph in terms of what is your plan for next year. According to that, which year you have to achieve your goal. But expectation setting is not that. Expectation setting is something you are just expecting whether it will happen or not. Maybe it might happen, it might not happen. But goal is something which, if you really work hard, you will be able to achieve. But expectation setting is something you can actually ask your parents also. What is their expectations about whatever he is planning to achieve, or what is the view about his expectations? You can talk to your parents. Check what is tell them about your expectations. Maybe they might give you some answers, whether it's a reality or maybe it will not happen. Something they will be able to advise you. But if it's a goal settings, you can have your own goals. So like that, please differentiate yourselves and then try to have a clear plan, objective to it, and then achieve it. So that's the advice which I can give for 16 to 18 year old guys, so that they are very clear for the future what they are planning to do. Okay. So anything, if still you have any clarifications, please you can raise a question. So I'm happy to answer. Okay, so thanks so much, Mathew. I think you deserve a t-shirt. So once the t-shirt is done, you send me your address. I will send it to you through courier. Okay. Thanks, Matthew, and thanks everybody. Thanks.